tayo sa ating studio at panoorin po natin yung pangalawang bahagi ng Balitaan sa Rembrandt.
This portion is brought to you by
M.I.S.M.O Whitening Soap. Narito na sa gustong pumuti at gumanda. Ito ang kasagutan sa problema mo, kapatid. M.I.S.M.O Whitening Soap sa murang halaga, kutis artista ka na.
The President went to Tanawan, Batangas during the anniversary of our beloved hero at Apolinario Mabini. I am a graduate of the Apolinario Mabini Elementary School, and I'm one of the officers of the Alumni Association there. We studied the biography of Apolinario Mabini by Cesar Adigmahul and other great writers, and including the memoirs of Apolinario Mabini himself. Apolinario Mabini, for the information of everyone, is known for his advocacy of the so-called Trinity Theory, which is now known as the separation of powers doctrine. He did not believe in a strong president. He wanted the president to be checked and balanced by the Congress and by the judiciary. It is very unfortunate that the president himself either is ignorant or deceiving the people, trying to make the people believe that Apolinario Mabini espouses the idea of dictatorship. If we read the memoirs and all the biographies written about Apolinario Mabini, including his writings, El Verdadero Decalogo, etc., because I studied Spanish, I can understand Spanish when I read Spanish, although I cannot write in Spanish, we will discover that if Apolinario Mabini was alive today, he would be in the streets fighting with us against this DAC and against this technical malversation, against the castration of the power of the purse of Congress. That is Apolinario Mabini, and not the one that is being presented to us falsely by Malacanang.
Ang tinuran po niyan ni Ferdy Passion ay pwede po natin ilagay dahil katotohanan yan. Ilalagay po natin yan na bahagi ng kasaysayan ng Lumpiang Pulo, yung tungkol kay Apolinario Mabini. So, isa po sa mga nagtanong doon para kay General Hilda, si Rambo, no? Tungkol doon sa mga armas na hindi na i-deliver sa tamang tao. Okay, so panoorin po natin.
Nakasuhan na ba? At sino-sino yung mga nakasuhan? Doon sa nawawalang 1,004 na AK-47 at Armalite. At ano ang AK-47 at ano ang investigation? May napabalitang napunta daw o naitera sa mga...
Number one, hindi to, kasi ito yung madalas na nakikita ko na mali ang treatment sa media, di ba? Hindi to baril ng gobyerno or hindi ito parang baril ng PNP na napunta sa NPA. Uulitin lang po namin one more time, ito po ay isang private transaction na in-import ng baril, dumaan sa proseso ng gobyerno, PNP ang regulating body, supposed to be ibibigay sa isang security agency ng mining, di ba po? At yun nga, allegedly napunta nga sa kamay ng ibang hindi dapat, di ba? Hindi to. PNP din nakadiscover nito. Dahil nung pinatupad natin yung Oplan Kato, ay nandoon pa lang yung nakikita natin yung hindi pala nakarating yung mga firearms na supposed to be na in-import, binili at na-supply. And ngayon, merong case supposedly na nakasampa at kasama po yata sa ano ng ombudsman yata ay sinabihan ako na kasi ng lead agency, yung CIDG, na hindi pwede naming pag-usapan na to. Meron na kaming parang magiging subjudiction.
Kinumusta rin talaga ni Mike Abe ang general, si General Singkatano, tungkol sa ano ba ang kalagayan ng tatlong senador na nasa kanilang pangangalaga.
Kumusta po yung tatlo yung bisita sa
Ayun.
tatlong senador na guest ng
Well, yung aming high-profile detainees, yung dalawa po na nasa custodial center ay okay naman doon. Medyo normal naman na sitwasyon. At si Senator Emilia ay supposedly may hearing ngayon. Kasama si Janet. Si Janet Naponce po ay papunta rin sa Sandigan so this time.
Isa si Jerry Libiran sa mga iginagalang na personalidad ng media. Kaya siya po ang madalas na nagkakaroon ng mahabang panahon sa pagtatanong sa mga naka-line up doon sa panel. Kaya pakinggan po natin yung kanyang pagtatanong.
Medyo nahugi na sa oras, pero in deference to Eric, I'd like to pose a question to all four of them. Start with General Sindak. General Sindak must have received my email in reference to my comment to General Katapan's pronouncement yesterday about the coup attempts. It's already passed behind us. What I told is, I myself believe that it will not happen, because I just finished the book Silver Linings that you know about, where there were a lot of posts during the time of CORY. What do you think, General Sindak? Is there a possibility that there will be a coup? And why is not the police involved? Always military, for instance. Are you happy and they're not happy?
Ang coup d'etat by its term, is a military takeover. And what the people sometimes keep forgetting, hindi na po kami military in nature. And as far as the PNP is concerned, wala pong mangyayari coup d'etat, hindi namin papayagang mangyayari ito kahit kaya.
Salamat po. Very good. Ito naman comment ni Manny. Manny mentioned about information dissemination. Manny, when you were talking, I already texted Bobby Tavila. Okay. Philippine Star, Philippine Star, columnist, 4 times a week. Copy Furnace, Erickson. Thank you very much. And regarding your PWIS, and is this similar to the AccuWeather in the US?
I'm not really familiar with the AccuWeather, no? But the PWIS is actually patterned after Japan's meteorological agency reporting system. But I modified it a little. I used the Saphir-Simpson scale, for hurricane scale, yun from magnitude from category 1 to category 5 ang hurricane speeds, no? But in our case, nilagyan ko ng additional lower scale, no, for storms. Because hurricanes, as you know, they require a speed of 119 kilometers per hour or higher. But we have storms here, like Ondoy, no? Mababa ang wind speed ng Ondoy, but the precipitation is very, very high. So that is still technically a typhoon. No? So, nilagyan ko, minodify ko yun. So, I did not invent the wheel, as a matter of fact. No? I just modified it to suit local conditions. And to make it simple,
The reason I ask is because you stayed in the US for a long time, and normally that's what I use when I'm in the US. Always, before you travel, you look at the 7-day forecast of anything. Now, regarding to the son of our friend, Frank Passion, Eric and I were very impressed with your presentation, basically. So you are more than a lawyer. Galing na bata ka. I miss Frank Passion. Regarding Mr. Joan, I've been following up with Alliance because the cousin of one of my best friends is the owner. And when Eric mentioned about MBA, apparently that's what he was trying to mention. Good luck to you. I am a minority stockholder of a lot of companies, basically. And I'm looking forward to May and June to attend the stock board and give my own presentation for the benefit of the minority stockholders. So apparently, as you mentioned, it's the board of directors who will go everything. At one time, I attended the very long Meralco stockholders meeting. And I questioned, why is Washington sitting there when their company is the accounting firm? I almost asked them right in front, but I don't want to embarrass anybody. So after the stockholders meeting, I approached Phil Alfonso, who's a vice chairman. And Phil Alfonso, Jerry, para bang ibang,
Kami tayo.
Hindi tayo dayon. She was isip. 3 times in the Filipino custom, you put up the company, you retire, ikaw pa rin nagmamanubra. Yung sabi ko na yan, lulupong pa tayo eh. Thank you.
So, kadalasan, pangkaraniwan, yung mga nasa panel ay bisita ng Rembrandt. So, sila po ang mga tinatanong ng mga media people na nandoon. Pero this time, noong July 25 na yan, tanging si Manny Lopez lang po ang nagbigay naman ng mga katanungan para sa media na sasagutin. So ano yung kanyang katanungan? So pakinggan po natin yung kanyang katanungan.
Now, sa inyo pong palagay, given the circumstances na imperfect naman ang ating sistema, pero may pagkakasala, at kanya-kanya na pong position yan, ano? Kanya-kanya ng pananaw. Which of the two alternatives would be the most viable and I would say the most beneficial for our country and people at this time? Will it be impeachment or a comprehensive reform?
The media.
Sagot ko, assassination.
Can I answer that? If Congress will abdicate its sworn duty to check and balance the executive, we will no longer be a democracy. So I believe impeachment is needed. Although I'm not advocating, because there are two things in impeachment. It doesn't mean that if you are impeached, you are already removed from power. There must be a determination by the Senate sitting as a sort of court, impeachment court, whether you will be found guilty or not. Now, it's important for our Constitution to be implemented. Otherwise, we will become a banana republic. So I support the filing of the impeachment case because there is a violation. Otherwise, let's forget about the law. Let's just kill each other. Let's just go back to the law of the jungle. But if this impeachment will not prosper, let us also accept the verdict of the House or the Senate. Let us respect the decision of our institutions. And first and foremost, the President himself, having sworn to protect and implement the Constitution, must be the first one to respect the decision of the Supreme Court and not engage in any violation of subjudicial rule. As we understand, General Sindak just said a while ago, they do not want to violate the subjudicial rule. He's just a general, but the Commander-in-Chief himself must also not violate the subjudicial rule and respect the institutions to which he owes his duty to protect the Constitution and implement the Constitution faithfully. Otherwise, he will be guilty of culpable violation of the Constitution and betrayal of public trust.
Good point. Anyway, we don't have much time anymore. Last question ulit. Mike.
Hindi naman tanong kasi
Yung kasi problema ng bayan natin, kasi ito, seryoso na masyado, sa totoo lang. Niluluko na tayo ng mga nakapwesto, hindi naman lahat. Talagang pinaiikot na tayo Although na, general, masina na po kayo. Problema ng pulis kasi kung nagkagulo, pero ayaw mo naman magkagulo. Kaya lang, kahit tayo mag-impeach ng presidente, paulit-ulit na ang problema. Hindi naman batas ang problema natin Ang problema natin, nagpapatupad ng batas. Ang batas natin matitino. Yung nag-i-implement, ang grabe talaga, yung sistema. Kaya ang tao dapat, gumising na kayo. Let's hear from mga anak ninyo. Thank you. Let's hear from...
should know the root of the problem. Sa paningin ko, ito yung nangyayari, natutuloy na kasi yung dictatorship syndrome kay Marcos. Yung sinasabi ng administrative code of 1987, which they are now using as an excuse for that, was actually a dictatorial act of President Aquino at CORY Aquino. Kasi it was signed by her own. Sila pumirma noon in accordance with her dictatorship powers under the so-called Freedom Constitution. So, wala naman basta sa Kongreso yun. That is around 500 pages. Nothing pages of the administrative code which lays out the rules and regulations covering the entire bureaucracy. From the Supreme Court down from the courts down to the offices of the executive branch. And she could not have read that within the space of 1 year na gigiging presidency siya. Aside from that, kung naiintindihan niya, hindi natin malaman kung naiintindihan niya, basta pinirmahan natin. So, we should have the Congress And the leadership should have already revised that or abandoned that because we have a new constitution. Hindi na dictate, wala na yung freedom constitution. That's not the only important law that CORY AQUINO, as a dictator, signed by her own son. Yung family code of the Philippines. Kapal yan. That family relations, that dictates the relations of every person in this country and yung family life. Bakit isang tao lang ang magdidikta kung ano ang relationship natin among our relatives in our family? And yet, the family relations code of the Philippines, iisa lang ang pumirma. Si Aquino lang and Secretary attesting si Arroyo. Why should we allow that? Oh. So, there's also another important law that CORY AQUINO signed. As a dictator, ano yun? National Internal Revenue. Where is taxation now? There was taxation then without representation. And yet, our National Internal Revenue Code, ang kapal yan, it's enacted by one person. Saan ang galing lahat yan? Actually, sinabi nga ni Liling Briones, in one forum, he only copied it, word for word, comma, from the presidential decree of Marcos. Ano yung presidential decree ni Marcos? Siya lang nagpipirma nun. Wala naman. Wala nang mag-usapang Kongreso. She actually extended, gave prolonged the life of the Marcos dictatorship. And all of us accepted that. Dapat magkakita talaga.
Okay. So, yung narinig niyo pong tugon sa tanong ni Manny Lopez, yung tugon ni Scafferty, igalang ang konstitusyon, igalang ang Supreme Court. Tama po yun. Wala naman pong maisulat sa bibig sa mga sagot nila. Ganun din po si Mike Abe, di po ba sabi niya, tao ang kailangan ng kumilos-kumisin. Tama po yun. Ganun din po, lalo na si Kamaning Almayo, dahil sabi niya, ugatin natin ang pinagsimulan ng problema. Tama po talaga yun. Ang lahat po ng kanilang tugon, ay sagot ng mga taong may bukas ng kaisipan at lantad na sa mga katiwalyang nangyayari sa atin. So, sa ganang amin sa tindig, kami po ay magbibigay din ng aming kasagutan para dun sa talagang ano ba talaga ang dapat natin gawin. No? So, sabi nga, sa aming pangalan, tindig katao, templo iglesia ng dakilang espiritu. So, may mas malawak pa kami mamaya ipaliliwanag yan tungkol sa kaugnayan ng katuruan ng banal na aklat. Kasi po, ang ating saligang batas, hindi po ba kapag nanunumpa ang isang akusado sa harap ng husgado, gagamitin pong patungan ang kamay nung Biblia nila, no, na kanilang nilimbag, no, na hango ang Biblia yun ay mula sa Kastila. So, sa pamamagitan po ng panunumpang yun, yun po ay simbolismo na ang saligang batas natin ay nakabase pa rin sa Biblia na galing pa rin sa Kastila. So, gawa po ng Kastila ang Biblia, ang pundasyon po ng ating batas ay Kastila. Pero ang gumawa po ng ating Philippine history ay Kastila pa rin dahil sila nga po ang otoridad ng panahon yon. So, ano po ang maghihita nating katotohanan na para sa kapakanan ng ating mga mamamayan? So, baguhin ho natin ang ating paghahanguan ng katuruan. Kailangan po ugatin na rin natin, bungkalin na rin natin ang ating kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Dapat magpagsimulan na natin yung tinatawag nating maharlika na lahing Pilipino. Yun. Pero meron pa hong nauna pa ho doon sa maharlikang taong yun, yung katauhan ng mga Muslim. May nauna pa ho doon yung mga lahi ng Ita. Pero tinawag ng mga Kastila ang lahi ng Ita na mga Negritos. Yan. So marami na pong nakakaalam, nagre-research ng katotohanan at may mga kasamahan na po tayo sa media yon. sa media forum ngayon na talagang nais po nating pagdugtong-dugtungin na yung mga missing link na inalis ng Kastila sa Philippine history. Kaya po, kapag nabuo na po ang Philippine history na wala na po yung missing link, ayan na po, simula sa simula. Actually sa amin, hindi katao, ito po yung aming yung outline ng aming ng kasaysayan ng Lunti ang Pulo. Yung sinasabi natin mula sa lahi ng Ita, ito na po, mula sa 300 AD kung saan, yan, 300 AD na kung saan magsisimula sa lahi ng Ita hanggang sa 1521 sa lahi ni Magellan. So, ang layo po ng pagitan. Kaya yan po, kung mabibigyan po natin ng kasaysayan ang missing link na yan sa ating Philippine history, kung mabubuo na po natin yan, magkakaroon na po tayo ng matibay na basihan ng ating paggawa ng batas. Kaya talagang kailangan na po ng reforma. Kompletong reforma. Pwede lahat na po kasi yung pundasyon ang kailangan nating baguhin. Yung pundasyon na gawa ng Kastila. Kung baga sa mesa, para bang, ayan, mesa, pinapalitan lang ng mga mambabatas natin yung tablecloth. Pero yung pinaka-original na mesa, yun at yun pa din gawa ng Kastila. Kasi yung mga salita, hindi po ba, gawa, ang lingwahe ng ating batas ay lingwahe ng Kastila. So, yun po. Alisin na po natin yung imahe ng minute na yun. Kailangan magkaroon na po tayo ng sarili nating kasarinlan. Dahil ang panlasa nila ay iba po sa panlasa natin. Ang sitwasyon nila, iba po sa sitwasyon natin dito. Kaya po, uugatin natin kung nais natin talagang matukoy ang solusyon sa problema, dapat ugatin natin ang pinagturuan ng problema. At yun po, ang katuruan ng Kastila. Kaya papasok na po ang katuruan na inalis din ng mga Kastila yung proseso ng gitna. Yun po yung paksan natin. Kaya ho, pagbalik natin, after this commercial, tutukoy na po tayo kung ano ba yung katuruan, yung mga missing link naman sa pang-spiritual na katuruan na inalis pa rin ng Kastila sa atin para hindi tayo marasay. Kaya, lumako na po tayo sa ating mga kampi online.